In the last video, we have discussed about the few quantitative instruments of the monetary policy. First was the bank rate. To control inflation, the bank rate is increased, and to control deflation, the bank rate is decreased. CRR. To control inflation, cash reserve ratio, the RBI increases the CRR rate, and on the other hand, to control deflation, the cash reserve ratio is reduced by RBI. Similar way, statutory liquidity ratio, that is SLR, is increased in case RBI wants to regulate the credit and to control inflation. Availability of money supply is reduced and SLR is decreased in order to expand the credit in the economy. Then we discussed about the open market operations, more sale of securities by RBI to commercial bank, and in return commercial bank will sell the securities, government securities, to common public in order to contract the credit availability of money with the people in order to control inflation. And on the other hand, if in order to control deflation, RBI will purchase the securities from commercial banks in turn will purchase the securities from the people in order to give them more money to spend, and hence the purchasing power is increased of common people. To continue with two more quantitative instruments are left. So number one was repo rate. Repo rate is similar to the bank rate. It is just like the bank rate at which RBI advances loan to commercial banks, but for shorter period of time. To control inflation, रेपो रेट का मतलब हो गया बच्चों, जैसे हमने बैंक रेट में क्या था, द रेट एट विच RBI advances loan to commercial banks for a longer period of time. Similarly, it is the rate charged by RBI from commercial bank to provide loans for shorter period of time. So in order to control inflation को कंट्रोल करना मीन्स मनी सप्लाई इकोनॉमी में कम करना, परचेजिंग पावर ऑफ पीपल को कम करना, तो हम क्या करेंगे, रेपो रेट को बढ़ा देंगे. इससे क्या होगा, लोन्स जो हैं कमर्शियल बैंक्स को वो महंगे मिलेंगे RBI से. कमर्शियल बैंक्स विल बी रिलक्टेंट टू बोरो मोर फ्रॉम RBI. इन रिटर्न RBI से जब लोन उन्होंने कम लिए कमर्शियल बैंक्स ने, तो commercial banks will also provide loans at high rate of interest, and because they have the less availability of money to provide to common people, the supply of money is contracted in the economy. On the other hand, to control deflation, reverse repo rate is reduced. So what will happen? Credit availability is expanded as commercial bank can get loans from RBI at very low rate of interest, and thus they have enough supply of money to lend to common public, and common public के पास भी पैसे जो हैं वो बहुत आराम से they can borrow at a very low rate of interest. तो मनी सप्लाई बढ़ गई, परचेजिंग पावर ऑफ कॉमन पीपल बढ़ गई, तो डिमांड फॉर गुड्स भी बढ़ गई. नेक्स्ट इज रिवर्स रेपो रेट. रिवर्स रेपो रेट मीन्स इट इज़ द रेट of interest which is given by RBI to commercial banks for parking their surplus fund, for depositing their surplus funds with RBI. As we know, commercial bank park their surplus funds, surplus deposits with RBI, and RBI in return gives interest to commercial banks. The rate at which RBI give interest to commercial banks is known as reverse repo rate. So I want to make it clear here. Always reverse repo rate is always less than repo rate. So RBI gives interest to commercial banks at less rate, whereas RBI charges more rate of interest from commercial bank in the form of repo rate. So reverse repo rate also helps in controlling inflation and deflation. I have quoted an example here. Suppose reverse repo rate is increased, like reverse repo rate को बढ़ा दिया गया by RBI. So what will happen? Commercial banks will park or deposit more funds with RBI in order to earn more interest. What will happen? Commercial banks will be having less funds to give loan to the common public. So leading, or you can say it leads to less availability of money with commercial banks to lend to the public. In return, what will happen? Supply of money is contracted and hence inflation will be controlled. So if in case of reverse repo rate is increased, then inflation is controlled in the economy, and if reverse repo rate is decreased, then deflation is controlled in the economy. The whole cycle will go reverse. Like if reverse repo rate is decreased, what will happen? Commercial banks will not park their surplus funds in order to earn more interest, leading to more capacity or more availability of money with commercial banks to lend to public. So supply of money is expanded in the economy and deflation will be controlled. So all these are instruments of quantitative, or you can say quantitative instruments of monetary policy. Now next comes qualitative instruments of monetary policy. These are also known as selective credit control instruments because they are sector specific. They are sector specific, like agriculture sector, production sector, service sector. These tools regulate the supply of credit, availability of money in a particular sector. These tools are, first is change in margin requirement. Now, what is margin requirement? As you know, when we have to borrow from commercial banks, or we can say we have to borrow from the commercial banks, we have to give security in the form of any fixed asset or current asset. We have to give security to the bank in order to get the loan. So what is margin requirement? Usually the loans are advanced by commercial banks on a given security or an appropriate security. For example, if we want to take a loan of rupees 1 lakh, then we have to give security, say worth rupees 1,50,000. So here the margin requirement will be the difference between present value of securities and the loan amount. Okay, so here the value of security is 1,50,000 minus amount of loan is 1 lakh. So you can see here that value of security pledged, mortgaged with the bank will always be more and the amount of loan will always be less. So the difference between securities offered and amount borrowed from commercial bank is known as margin requirement. To control inflation, marginal requirement is increased. For example, for taking loan of rupees 1 lakh, earlier we have to give the security of 1,50,000, but now the bank has raised the margin requirement and it has become rupees 1,75,000. So many persons, those who do not have the securities of rupees 1,75,000, they will leave the idea of taking loan from the commercial bank, and in this way, as the margin requirement is increased, 1,75,000 minus 1 lakh is equal to 75,000. Earlier it was 50,000. Now it has been increased by rupees 25,000. पहले कितनी थी? पहले मार्जिन रिक्वायरमेंट थी 50,000, लेकिन अब कितनी हो गई? 75,000. सो इससे क्या होगा? मैनी पीपल विल go out of the scene of borrowing from commercial bank, or the supply of money will be contracted in the economy in order to control inflation. महंगाई को रोकने के लिए अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ मनी को हमें क्या करना होता है? लोगों के हाथों में अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ मनी को कम करना होता है. सो मार्जिन रिक्वायरमेंट जब बढ़ा देंगे तो कई पर्सन्स जो हैं उनकी बोरोइंग कैपेसिटी, उधार लेने की कैपेसिटी नहीं होती, और वो जो है वो पैसा बोरो नहीं करते. नाउ ऑन द अदर हैंड, if deflation is to be controlled, then marginal requirement will be reduced. और अगर हमने डिफ्लेशन को कंट्रोल करना है तो हम क्या करेंगे? मार्जिन रिक्वायरमेंट को क्या करेंगे? रिड्यूस कर देंगे. So in order to get loans worth rupees, for example 1 lakh, we have to give security worth rupees 1,20,000. That means the margin requirement has become rupees 25,000. Earlier, initially it was 50,000. Now it has become only 25,000. So many people who have security worth rupees 1,25,000 can be able to get loans easily, and the money supply is increased in the economy. Next is rationing of credit. Rationing of credit means distribution of credit. Under this, RBI determines the limits of credits of commercial banks, which can be advanced to specific sectors. No specific sector is granted credit more than a specified limit. बिकॉज RBI ने लिमिट्स फिक्स कर दी कि हाँ जी एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर को इतना लोन दिया जाएगा और सर्विस इंडस्ट्री को इतना लोन दिया जाएगा. एक लिमिट फिक्स कर दी, और कमर्शियल बैंक्स को उस लिमिट को क्या करना होता है? फॉलो करना होता है. जिस भी सेक्टर को प्रमोट करना होता है तो RBI उसके लिए लिमिट ज़्यादा कर सकती है. उस सेक्टर को प्रमोट करने के लिए क्रेडिट लिमिट को इंक्रीज़ कर सकती है. देन इज़ regulation of consumer credit. Consumer credit, as we know, we have to we have to go to bank for buying a car, buying house. Consumer credits are the common features which every consumer wants to avail from the commercial bank. If inflation is to be controlled, RBI क्या करेगी? डायरेक्ट करेगी कमर्शियल बैंक को कि क्या रिड्यूस करे कंज्यूमर क्रेडिट बाय इंक्रीजिंग द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट. देखो, जब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बढ़ गया तो लोन भी महंगा हो गया. जब लोन महंगा हो गया तो कंज्यूमर अपनी नीड्स को पेंडिंग कर देंगे. वो कमर्शियल बैंक से लोन लेना पसंद नहीं करेंगे, और वो उनके पास सप्लाई ऑफ मनी जो है वो कम हो जाएगी. तो डिमांड, आपको पता ही है अगर इन्फ्लेशन को कैसे कंट्रोल करना है, जब सप्लाई ऑफ मनी को लोगों के हाथों में हमें कम करना है. ऑन द अदर हैंड, इन ऑर्डर टू कंट्रोल डिफ्लेशन, कमर्शियल बैंक जो हैं वो क्या करेंगे? दे विल on the guidelines of RBI, they will reduce the rate of interest and loans will become cheaper. Okay, so deflation will be controlled. Now the next qualitative instrument is direct action and moral suasion. Direct action because supervisor, you can say apex bank is of India is RBI, and the supervisory activities are done also by RBI. RBI की गाइडलाइंस पे ही सभी कमर्शियल बैंक्स को काम करना होता है. So RBI regulates the entire banking system of the economy. If any commercial bank does not follow, comply means follow the guidelines issued by RBI to control inflation or deflation, then RBI उस commercial bank को refuse कर सकता है to lend any money in case of need, and RBI can ask any commercial bank to stop any economic transaction. Then is moral situation. Under this, central bank, that is RBI, tries to achieve objectives of monetary policy. They take required steps in accordance with the conditions. जो conditions economy में है, अगर inflation है तो मनी सप्लाई को रिड्यूस करना, और अगर डिफ्लेशन है तो मनी सप्लाई को इंक्रीज करना, तो वो इस गाइडलाइन को ध्यान में रख के सभी कमर्शियल बैंक्स को क्या करते हैं, मोटिवेट करते हैं कि उनकी गाइडलाइंस पे वर्क किया जाए, आरबीआई की गाइडलाइंस को फॉलो किया जाए टू अचीव द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ द मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी. Okay girls, so this is all about qualitative instruments of monetary policy and how they are effectively implemented in order to control inflation and deflation in the economy.